Here we go. Hi, Marie.
Hi.
Tell me how you met Chuck Phillips.
2007, I was in a car accident, and I went to, it was with my job, and of course that's a disability issue. So, workman's comp issue, I'm sorry. So I went to a workman's comp attorney, and he recommended Chuck Phillips. That was my first meeting with Chuck. Chuck walked me through, I never went through this before. He literally took me by the hand and got me through every step and every aspect of what was happening throughout the whole procedure, which took a couple of years. He was very kind, honest. I can't say enough about the man. When I first met him, I was like, wow, this guy's pretty good. And we settled. It was a great experience for me. And I was very pleased and happy with him. I mean, he was very straightforward. He didn't pull any punches with me. There was no, well, maybes. He told me straight up everything that was going to happen. Okay? He reassured me everything would be okay. He made no promises to me that he couldn't keep. And that to me was the most important part. We became friends after that, as far as, I would coincide with him every now and then. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Well, in 2010, I was in another accident. Both accidents, I was rear-ended. Sitting at a light, minding my business, and boom. I guess nobody knows when the light turns red, you need to stop. And there's a car with the brakes on. Nobody needs to.
It's a new concept.
I called Chuck. What do I do? He says, really, another one? I said, yeah, apparently, and it was 3 years. And we laughed about it. Again, Chuck walked me through every procedure that I was supposed to go through. Even though I've had previous experience, I was 3 years prior, and, I'm not an attorney. I have no clue what I needed to do. At that point, from the previous accident, Chuck had given me a packet that I kept in my glove box. And I pulled it out, of course, and it was pretty neat. It had all the information and what to do. And the most important thing was to call your insurance, call your attorney. And he explained everything. You don't talk to anybody. You don't say anything. And I did. I followed right to the letter what he told me what I needed to do. Again, he was very straightforward. Made no promises that he couldn't keep. And we settled. Okay. I guess in a year or two, whatever it was minor stuff. I wanted my car fixed and whatever. Okay, that was good. In 2013, I was sitting at a light, coming home from church, and it was about 9:25 at night, and I looked in my rearview mirror and I went, oh no! I saw the car coming up on me. He hit me very hard. It was a bad one. And I knew I was going to be in trouble with this. So, needless to say, I called Chuck. And Chuck laughed. We both laughed because, again, 3 years, and I'm coming up on 2016, and I said, no. I stopped. 3 is enough. But this time is different. This was very different. Chuck again walked me through everything. I had a passenger in a car, and that passenger got hurt. Her neck, she had injuries to her neck. I mean, it was pretty bad. We saw the x-rays, we saw the MRI screens, and I was like panicking, going, oh my God, So Chuck couldn't represent both of us. He was very upfront and honest. Because I said, you go to Chuck, like me. We'll go to Chuck. And Chuck sat there and he said, Maria, I would love to represent your friend, but I can't. And he said, it's a contraindicator, and it would not be the right thing for me to do. He said, so what I'm going to do is recommend an attorney who I know is very good for your friend. Okay. And he did. I thought that was pretty cool that he wouldn't take both of us. He could have. He said, you know, it's not. But he felt no. He didn't feel comfortable.
Legally,
he could have, but he would not. And I thought, to me, I said, you know what? I was glad to have Chuck as my attorney. Now it just amplified it even more. So we went to arbitration. Oh yeah, I was scared to death. I had no idea what was going to happen. And Chuck, again, calm down. This is what's going to happen. They're going to ask you the questions. Just be honest with me no matter what. He came in so prepared that I stood there and I went, what is all that? He had everything on these boards that he put on a stand. Everything from the day, the car accident, to the end. I was in awe of this. And he got up and he represented my case to the arbitrator, to the people, the guy that hit me, his attorney, his insurance company was there. I mean, it was a table full. The girl that was in the car with me, her and her attorney, they separate us by law. They had to be separated, but they knew what was going on. And he went through each panel that he handwrote each one. He came in with this big white suitcase. I was like, oh my God, what is he going to do? I couldn't imagine. But when he got up and spoke, I looked around and I saw everybody's face going with their mouths open and just looking how he presented everything. I mean, he did not leave one speck out at all. Bottom line is, I won my case. I got full settlement, which was a lot. Okay? Yes, I split it with the other person in the car, but it didn't matter. There was no, well, we'll only give you this amount or that amount, or, you know, it was the whole thing. He got it all. I was so impressed with Chuck. And I would recommend Chuck to everybody and anybody, whoever needed him. And that's the God's honest truth. I mean, I could cry over him because the man he's phenomenal. He just is phenomenal.